Well, the Los Angeles Lakers season has taken off. They started out the gates 2-0, and it's all because of the new head coach and JJ Reddick. Now, JJ Reddick got these haters silent because when JJ Reddick was hired, a lot of people said this was a clutch sports move made by LeBron James. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, Los Angeles Lakers new head coach JJ Reddick is paying big dividends early in the season. He's got out to the gate in a 2-0 start. Now, y'all know the Lakers haven't been 2-0 out the gate since 2010, and they was coached by Phil Jackson. So we got to give JJ Reddick, his kudos, man. Whatever JJ Reddick is, preaching to the team or whatever he's going over in practice, his schemes, these players are buying in. Now, when JJ Reddick got hired, a lot of people said this was a clutch sports move headed by LeBron James because JJ Reddick and LeBron James had a podcast together, and they just thought LeBron handpicked JJ to be the coach, and everybody said it's going to be a clown show. They didn't give JJ Reddick a chance. Now, JJ is a mastermind of the game, man. JJ Reddick is an analytics dude, and with his high IQ for basketball, like LeBron James stated on, their podcast when they was breaking film down and all kinds of possessions and, plays and things like that, you can see what JJ Reddick has brought to the table. Now, JJ Reddick, to me, game one against Minnesota on opening night, JJ Reddick did more coaching in one game than what Darvin Ham did in 82 games last year. So this notion about LeBron James got Darvin Ham fired, I just don't think Darvin Ham was the right man for the job. Darvin Ham had his favorites. Now, one of his favorites was Taurean Prince, giving Taurean Prince all these minutes, and there's other guys that are sitting on the bench that could help the Lakers. You see what JJ Reddick has done these first two games. He has inserted Max Christie in the lineup. Max Christie's getting his burn. Now, also, Jackson Hayes is getting more minutes and more burn. You don't look down in the box scores in these first two games and you see DNP from Jackson Hayes. Now, that's what Darvin Ham was doing last year. You had plenty of times that Max Christie sat on that bench and he had DNPs. Now, Max Christie is 6'8", 6'9", long wingspan, a good defender. He's a 3-and-D guy, and JJ Reddick is utilizing him. Now, JJ Reddick's coaching ability, attention to detail. He's an X's and O's guy, and what he's doing in these first two games is benefiting. Now, what JJ Reddick has implemented, the offense has much better flow. People are not standing around. You got people cutting to the basket. You got people in the dunker spot. Now, LeBron James is playing off the ball. Now, that's a good thing for the Lakers because what LeBron is doing, he don't have to go out there and exert all his energy for 48 minutes. He don't even have to pick his spots. LeBron James, these first two games, has been active defensively. And, LeBron can get a shot when he wants. But like in last night's game against Phoenix, LeBron was coasting the first two quarters. I mean, he wasn't doing nothing. The team, was getting what they wanted. They was missing some shots, but Phoenix came out on fire, and Phoenix was, hitting everything, but them three-point percentages kicked in. And JJ Reddick is doing an excellent job by mixing things up. Austin Reeves is handling the ball, D'Lo is handling the ball, and it seems like whoever gets a rebound, they can push the ball up the court, so they don't have to get a rebound, slow it down, and give it to LeBron and wait for LeBron to push it up court to get them in their offensive sets. So JJ has switched up the whole offense, and also the defense. The defense is loading up. Phoenix came out guns a-blazing, offensively shooting the three. Lakers went down 22, but they slowly, grit and grind their way back in the game and got in it. JJ out there coaching, using his timeouts effective, speaking with his players. There was one time that he was speaking with LeBron on the sideline, and LeBron uttered the words, "Okay, that's what you want me to do. I got you." So JJ is out there coaching. So the people that think that JJ is not a good coach, JJ is going to be an excellent coach for this Lakers team. So after last night's victory against the Phoenix Suns, where they took down the Phoenix Suns 123 to 116, Another outstanding game by Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis led the charge again. These first two games, Anthony Davis has exerted himself. Just hopefully, can he keep it up? Can he sustain this? Last night he had 35 points. He had 8 rebounds, 4 assists on 11 to 18 shooting. Austin Reeves, he pitched in with 26 on 8 of 12 from the field. LeBron pitched in 21, 7 to 13 from the field. Also, LeBron had 8 assists and 4 rebounds. Rui Hachimura had 14 on 5 of 12. D'Angelo Russell has got off to a bad start these first 2 games, but they're still winning. Games like this last year when D'Angelo Russell, would wet the bed, the Lakers, would lose games. But J.J. Reddick is coaching and utilizing his bench. Gabe Vincent is coming off the bench. Max Christie, Dalton Connect. He's doing some things that are making these guys comfortable that are coming off the bench. Now, the first game when they played against Minnesota, that was another great game. They took down Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves 110 to 103, where Anthony Davis exerted himself again, 36 points, 16 rebounds. Rui Hachimura had 18. LeBron pitched in with 16. When have you seen a LeBron-led team that he's the third leading scorer and they still winning? That has something to do with coaching, and JJ is pushing all the right buttons, and this Lakers team is off to a hot start. Like I said, the Lakers ain't been 2-0 since 2010 when Phil Jackson was coaching. Now the Lakers take on the Sacramento Kings tonight, and we gotta stay focused on this game because Sabonis has beaten Anthony Davis like 10, 11, 12 straight. So we're gonna see if what changes tonight. See if JJ Redick's coaching exemplifies and carries over into the Sacramento game tonight, coming off a back-to-back. We're going to see what that presents, see if the Lakers can get that done. But all in all, J.J. Reddick has silenced the critics, man. Let's take a listen to what J.J. Reddick said at the post-game press conference after last night's game. Let's take a listen.
I don't know the exact number. I believe we had 7 turnovers and gave up 14 points in transition in the first 7 minutes of the game. So as bad as we were defensively, our bad offense led to that. And I thought once we settled into the game and just trusted what we were trying to do and really took advantage of some matchups here and there, we really could get whatever we want.
That's a fact.
We turned the ball over early. But again, it was another game coming off a preseason where we had some high turnovers. We took care of the basketball, ended up with, I think, 12 turnovers. I think it's 13 total as a team, but that's big. I think we ended up with 1 more scoring opportunity than them, despite those early turnovers. And
they only here to cause confusion.
Defense. Overall, defensively, they just bend you in so many ways because of their skills and the fact that they have those 3 guys. And Ryan Dunn coming off the bench in the first half, hitting 3 threes in a row. Like Monty Morris hitting 2. Like they're tough to guard. And if we get spread out and start getting in rotation, they're even tougher to guard. I thought our shifts, our load to the basketball, we just trusted that in the second half. We talked in the pregame talk. We talked about being in those shifts and still getting good contests, and we did that. I think we were 3 and went 6 for 23 the rest of the way, and a lot of that had to do with our contests.
Austin said in the walk-off that he woke up to a text from you.
Now you heard what J.J. Reddick had to say, man. Attention to detail, man. His press conferences are a little different than what we used to with Darvin Ham, a.k.a. Darvin Scam, Hot Pockets. And, J.J. Reddick is breaking down the game with the X's and O's, man. He's paying attention to detail with the defense. He knows the stats. Talking about, Phoenix came out shooting the ball at a high clip, but they went, for the rest of the game, 6 of 23. So the attention to detail that the team is focused on, the defensive strategy that they're implementing, guys are active, everybody's playing defense. I just think J.J. Reddick and his coaching staff, you got to give them kudos after the first 2 games, man. And J.J. Reddick has the haters silent after 2 games. Now, a lot of people, when JJ was hired, making these videos because they have the dislike for LeBron James. The people that hate LeBron James and have these LeBron James channels where that's all they do is talk about LeBron James and don't give LeBron James credit for nothing. Now, they was trying to say that LeBron James was, handpicked JJ to be, the coach, and then also, with his son, Bronny Jr. But I'm glad that JJ handled that situation correctly the first game by putting Bronny in the game with 4 minutes to go to get that narrative out the way, to get that storyline put to bed. And he's doing a great job, man. So JJ Reddick, after the first 2 games, he's off to a hot start. And it seems like these haters are silent. And JJ's a mastermind. But you guys let me know what y'all think about today's podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you don't got your post notifications on, make sure you got your post notifications on so every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. I see everybody in the comment section. #salute. And you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. So make sure before you leave out today's door and put your shoes on, give this video a thumbs up, and we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.